All right, we're going to talk project updates. I will do a quick PR overview. So since we last met, we have merged exactly 200 PRs between our main Data Hub project and our Helm project. We had 56 contributors across versions 091 and 093. With 23 first-time contributors. That is bonkers to me. That's amazing. So huge shout out to all those folks. Also 33 repeat contributors. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. We did just push 093 last, John, I think you pushed it last night. So I'll post an announcement in our Slack channel later on today with links out to all of that, and we'll get you all information there. Shirshanka, I'm going to hand it over to you for this part.
All right. And how much time do I have, Maggie?
5 minutes.
All right. Great. So as you might have noticed, we actually didn't do a release for a while. And as a result, we had like a massive release, 093, that just went out last night, right, John? And when you look at the amount of stuff that's got in over the last month, it's just incredible. We have a huge number of things that have shown up on the user experience side, and you'll get a preview of a lot of that today as well. So I won't read through all of the text. The one that I'm really excited about is some of the caching work that has gone in to actually make the UI much more responsive. We want to hit kind of those instant numbers. That's our North Star, where we want to have you feel like finding things, exploring things, searching for stuff is just extremely instant. And so that's something that you'll see in the product happening over the next few months as well. On the developer experience side, we've added new entity change events. And if you don't know what entity change events are, you'll find out very soon, because I'll be demoing the Slack and Teams integration built on exactly that. And we've added capabilities for you to listen to data process runs as well as assertion runs, which allows you to kind of observe how things are changing in your data stack. Maggie talked about Neo4j. We continue to support it as a graph backend, and the G research team has done some really good work here. Airflow interdependency has been a thorn in our side for a long time, thanks to Airflow's extremely complex set of dependencies. We've been obviously reacting to that and loosened our dependencies recently. So now you should be able to run Data Hub's Python client along with Airflow 2.3+. Check with Harshal on even better ways to do this so that you don't have to depend on a specific Airflow version or have to deal with the compat issues going forward by using virtual envs or Kubernetes-based operators. And moving on to metadata integrations, great news, the automated PII classification that we demoed, I think last town hall, is actually live, and it's integrated into the Snowflake connector, and it'll be coming to more and more connectors over the next few releases. So you should be able to start using those capabilities and starting to get automated classification happening on your data warehouse as well as your data lake soon. We talked about integrations on dbt Cloud, Databricks Unity Catalog. All of those are out there for you to integrate with, try out. Stateful ingestion, we've simplified a ton so that it's like just 5 lines of code for you to add stateful ingestion to any connector. And we've taken dog food edit ourselves, rolled it out for Looker and LookML. And finally, on integration side, a lot of improvements to a bunch of connectors. BigQuery has now become officially, the BigQuery beta connector that was incubating for a while is now the official BigQuery connector. You now only need one. And LookML, we've got better column level lineage, a host of other improvements. So a lot of stuff definitely happened over the last month, and John will walk you through some of the quick UX wins.
Thanks, Shirshanka. Yeah, so I just want to take one moment to point out that in addition to the big things like views and the tutorial that you'll see today, we're also on the product side working on the small things. So we're constantly trying to make small incremental UX improvements to the Data Hub experience. Some things we rolled out in 0.9.3, you'll notice, are just improved tooltips, improved education messaging around things like the navigation tabs, an ability to explore all of your data in a single click so that you can jump right into exploration if you have no kind of prior knowledge of what's in Data Hub. We have a new share button, which allows you to easily share out entity references with your team. In addition to that, we've done things like making certain tables easily sortable. We've moved up those external links for dashboards, charts, data jobs, and data flows into the search previews, and a host of other things. One other thing I wanted to point out is that we're going to be working on a track which is around UI performance improvements. So if you've been paying attention closely to the GitHub repo, you notice we've raised PRs on caching. So for example, the domains page is now fully cached, meaning that when you create domains or edit them or delete them, you'll see that feedback in the UI instantaneously. We're going to be continuing to roll that across the experience in the next month or two. So definitely keep an eye out for that. No more 3-second delay or 2-second delay after you do certain editing actions. I think that'll make things feel much better. And with that, I think we can move on to the next update I wanted to give to you folks, which is around views. So first of all, thank you for everyone who responded to the survey we sent out after the last town hall on the early views demo. We got a lot of really promising feedback from that, and we've taken that and now incorporated a lot of that into the first milestone of the views feature. We're going to get that into the next release, 0.9.4. And basically, it will contain what you see here. So views is a way to take those advanced filters that we've introduced and save them as reusable filters, which you can then kind of use for personal use or share with the your broader organization as a public view. And so definitely keep an eye out for that. We'll be rolling out a tutorial or feature guide along with that. So really interested to get this out and get some feedback from you guys when we get 0.9.4 out. One last thing I'll say is just call to action. With all of these small improvements in the UX, we really are looking to have continued feedback. One place we can gather that is in the UI channel in Slack. We've already responded to many, many different comments in that channel. So please continue to bring in the feedback on that channel, and we will continue to try to act on it as quickly as possible. With that, I think I can hand it back to Maggie.
Amazing. Thanks so much.
Just one more
folks.
thing. Sorry, Maggie, for just one more thing I forgot to mention. We have also been making a lot of progress on tackling those security vulnerabilities. A lot of you probably know that our initial Docker images had quite a lot of CVEs showing up, and we've actually started whittling them down. You'll see a lot of progress on that particular track happening right now, as well as in the next coming weeks.